Hey, what's up everyone? Mendel here. I hope you are all doing awesome and wonderful. So in this video, we're checking out the new latest plugin from Bogren Digital, the MLC SubZero-100. Or 100? SubZero-100? SubZero-100? Anyway, can it do heavy? Because stuff needs to get heavy. Let's dive right into the heaviness. Let's bring on the metal. Here we go. All right, so I hope you like that heaviness. If you do, it would be much appreciated if you would subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit the belly thing. Again, that's much appreciated. Let's go to the more SubZero-100. 100? The MLC SubZero-100 plugin. Here we go. Now, MLC Amps is based in Poland, if I'm correct. Mark L custom guitar amplifiers. And as far as I know, this is the first plugin from Bogren Digital that's like fully a full amp. We're gonna dive more into it, but let's first do some chugs. And these are my settings. So over here I have the Vanilla Sky pedal on. And these are the settings of the amp. For the cab, I use the Dynamic 57 from their modern cab. And I blended that 50-50 with my own Queen's Road cab number 1. If you like that cab, links in the description box down below. I have the IRDX Technology 150%. This is very cool. We'll dive into this a bit later. Very clever stuff. And I put some EQ on this and it sounds like this. And this preset is called Fatality, because why shouldn't it be called Fatality? Now, before turning the knobs, like I said before, we're going to dive a bit into the IRDX technology, because this is, in my opinion, besides the feel and the sound of this plugin being really good, this is something that sets it apart from most amp sims, in my opinion. From their manual, IRDX Technology, when it comes to achieving lifelike guitar speaker emulation, the new IRDX Technology is a quantum leap forward. Bold statement, but here we go. The technology breathes life into the guitar sound by adding dynamic and true-to-life behavior to static speaker impulses. Impulse responses are excellent at capturing the tonality and resonance of a guitar cabinet, but real-life guitar speakers react dynamically to the input from the amplifier. This is true. They move air, compress, and break up depending on how hard they are being pushed by the amp. True. This is the gap IRDX is designed to bridge. It uses advanced machine learning methods to reconstruct the difference between a real cab and an impulse response. So basically, it reacts, or it mimics the behavior of a speaker, because when you play guitar with a cabinet, there's air movement. Air movement. And what I thought was cool about it, this technology is also applied by your own impulse responses. So not just by this, like the modern or vintage cab, but also, for example, by the impulse response I loaded. Let's put it all the way to the max. So this is without it. Now with it. I do have to say it's very minimal, but when I turn it off, it feels like, besides the volume difference, it feels like when I turn it off, it sounds a bit flatter, if that makes any sense. Cool, so for this video I had it on 115 if I'm correct. Okay, so let's just turn the EQ off and let's put everything at noon. So channel 1. Okay, that's actually pretty cool clean in my opinion. So the M45 over here that emulates, according to the manual, like a British style amp. It does have that kind of a vibe. All right, and now let's put the gain back to 12, and now we're going to channel 3. And the cool thing is you can switch between the Poweramp tubes, so 606 or EL34. Now I'm curious how much difference this will make. So this is 606. It's so subtle, but that's accurate. So this amp is now doing what in my opinion is the most important thing. It inspires. It feels good. I want to riff. I want to write songs. That's the most important thing. So let's add some EQ to this. I'm just going to use the same settings, see how it feels. Yeah, that sounds thick as hell. I'm gonna turn down the gain a bit. And now let's check the difference between the Vanilla Sky and the OVD1. Okay, let's check the OVD1. A bit tighter. I prefer the Vanilla Sky, that's really thick. Alright, so back now at my fatality preset, which sounded like this. And let's check out the cab section. So like I said before, I have the Queen's cab one right here and Dynamic 57 here. Let's turn the Queen's cab off. So this is just their cab. And this is the vintage cab. I'm turning down the output a bit because I boost a lot in the EQ section. So again, this is the Dynamic 57 of the modern cab. And this is the vintage cab, Dynamic 57. It's pretty fierce. I think I prefer the modern cab. Let's see, you have, a Dynamic R20. It's like the famous podcast mic. The RE20. Let's try something here. Let's try the Dynamic 57 here. Let's put the vintage cab Dynamic 57 on the left. And let's put the straight angle, let's put it on the edge of the cone. There we go. Okay, that sounds very well balanced. That's very cool. And over here, we have our effects section, like delay and reverb. And that's basically all I personally need for my leads. So, you know what? Let's just turn down the low end a bit so we get more like a lead vibe. Let's go to a single coil mode. let's try this on the clean channel with the overdrive. In my opinion, job very, very well done, Bogren Digital. It's good for metal. I got my cleans in here. I got my lead stuff in here. It feels good. That's a very important thing in my opinion. It feels really good. It inspires to make music. That's the most important thing. Yeah, definitely make sure you check it out. I'll put a link in the description box down below. Very, very cool. All right, so that's it for this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the belly thing. That's much appreciated, and see you next time. Cheers.